world about to be changing. It's gonna sort of be like when Obama first got in office. Black people gonna be looking at white people crazy. White people gonna be looking at black people crazy. Latin people gonna be looking at black people crazy. And shout out to my Latin kings out there. Don't be out there trying to beat up on the first dude you see that look like Diddy, because it's been reported that Jennifer Lopez and Cassie gonna be testifying against Puff. People want to hear Jennifer Lopez's side of the story. They want to know if he ever put hands on her. They want to know if he ever sexually assaulted her. They about to be grilling Jennifer Lopez, and she ain't never been under this type of scrutiny. She ain't never had people all up in her personal business in the courtroom, and she got to participate. Back in the day, her lawyers told her, don't be speaking on what happened during that shooting in 1999. Shine went to jail. Jennifer Lopez and Diddy went home, but it's been reports that J-Lo was the one doing the shooting. They said it's going to be big trouble for the waiting to tonight. Oh, I dreamed of this day for so long. Singer Jennifer Lopez may be grilled in Diddy's trial as legal team scrambles to erase the 1999 club shooting from the record. When she was with Puff, she was on some gully shit. She had the bandana wrapped around her head like Tupac and everything. When she pulled up in the Bronx, people was going in the house. People was running out the bodegas because J-Lo was in town. Now they about to be grilling her about that. She paranoid that they might connect some of them dots to her being involved in the shooting. And the only way she could save her ass is if she throw Diddy all the way under the bus. People not going to want to hear about her involvement in anything if she got some dirt to put on top of him. They say that Jennifer Lopez ain't been keeping the A1 with the public. The main reason why she can't keep no man is because she was involved with Puff, and everybody know how nasty he is. So if she get up there and tell her side of the story, it's raining real hard out there. Hold on, cut that off. That rain coming down hard. And that's why I had to let y'all know it's going to be some changes in America, yo. The skies is different. The Diddy trial is going to reshape the history of humankind. Y'all gonna wake up extraterrestrials after this Diddy situation go viral. Hold on. Can y'all hear me out there? Wait, cut the music, bro, because they be hating on my streams ever since I said what I said about Epstein. Can y'all hear me out there? It's raining, thundering, electricity bad, the internet bad. Can y'all hear me out there? I don't think they can hear me, man. Ain't nobody leaving no comments. We might have to redo the whole stream. Matter of fact, let me check with my phone, because I would love to have lovers, but it seems like it's more haters out here, man. So people watch my videos, don't even leave comments, don't hit the like, don't do nothing, because I said Jennifer Lopez had a BBL before it became popular. You know, when you keep it real like that, you get a lot of haters. When I said that Diddy not in jail and they just using this as propaganda to cover up the Harvey Weinstein and all that, cover up the Epstein situation, put a black face on it. People want to get mad at me when let me check my phone and see if it's a shame I got to do stuff like this, because the internet, I be telling people on every stream, I'm the last human being to ever do a podcast. Everybody else a bot. All your favorite podcast, they robots, man. Y'all be listening to cartoons and shit, thinking that y'all getting some real news. Let me check my stream and see if I can hear myself, because people act like they can't leave comments. Shit, thinking that y'all getting some real news. Okay, this shit loud and clear. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Now we can get back to the news. I need y'all to listen at this, because this going to explain everything. It's going to be a bunch of people testifying against Diddy, and Jennifer Lopez just may be one of them people. Y'all need to hear this. Let me set this up. Y'all ready? Okay, here you go. Listen at this, y'all. Oh shit, y'all can't even hear that. That Hennessy kicking my ass. Wait, cut that, yo. The Hennessy kicking my ass. I'm seeing double and everything. Yo, get the stream correct. Okay, y'all ready? Here you go. Listen at this, y'all. I do apologize.
Sean Diddy Combs is about to face off in the biggest trial of his life, from those freak-offs to those RICO charges. There's a lot going on in this case, and a lot of witnesses will also be taking the stand. But here to break down the very latest, I want to bring into the conversation legal analyst Nima Ramani. Lima, thanks so much for being with us here on Knife Now from Fox.
Of course, Christina, excited for next week.
And it's been a trial that we've been continuing to follow here over the last few months and really over the last year as those developments have still tried to come into our newsroom. But let's start with the very basics. Something that came out this week. Diddy formally declined the last plea deal that he was offered. Again, we know court is set to begin on Monday. Was this an expected move for him to turn down that final plea offer?
He ain't had no choice but to turn it down because he been in jail this long. And the more he tried to do a plea and get bond, the further the trial get pushed back. So he figured, hell, let's get this show on the roll. Let's get this over with. Whatever y'all trying to give me, just go ahead, give me that. Now, I ain't going to get into my conspiracy. We just going to keep it legit with the news that they giving to the public. Man, fuck, I can't help it. I got to get into my conspiracy since we got people listening anyway. I'm going to explain some stuff to y'all. I know y'all don't want to hear it. And for the people that do, I appreciate y'all. But let me go ahead and explain what's really happening here. That way we can get a better understanding of what this is all about. This is real news, y'all. This is real news. The tariffs affecting the Kentucky Derby. And people wondering why a 2-piece in the biscuit costs $8 more than they used to. This is real news. Trump downplays recession fears as he pursues trade deals. This is real news. What Diddy got going on is all fabricated. Warren Buffett knocks terrorism, protectionism. Trade should not see. They don't even want me telling y'all about this stuff, man. They want me to stay goofy. This is real news. Tariffs on car parts entering the U.S. come into force. If your shit broke, your shit broke. That's real news. What they talking about what's going on with Diddy getting his freak on, baby oil on their butt cheeks. People act like they never seen a Brian Pumper video before. This is real news. A tariff is essentially a tax on imported goods. Like America produces anything. When a country brings in products from another country, that's every damn thing. The importer has to pay a tariff to the government. So they get money on top of the money, the money that we paying the money and the money that we making, they've been taking the money and making the money. This tax is typically a percentage of the product's value and is meant to raise revenue to protect domestic industries from foreign competition. That don't make no goddamn sense when everything made in China. This is real news, man. And the reason why I had to bring that up is because who gives a damn when, where, what Diddy pulled down his drawers? But they pushing this in the news like it's top ramen. And Jennifer Lopez about to be getting grilled and all. It's a celebrity fest. I don't think it's nothing but a distraction. But for the people that think this is important, I'm just here to get y'all the news. Because I know people like to hear about Diddy and stuff. Because he was the man with them shiny suits. Look at this. People love to see his black ass smiling with them shiny suits. So I understand. I'm going to give the people what they want. Don't think I'm going to be up here preaching to y'all all night. Y'all liked it when them lights and shit was all in his shades. And he was dancing with Mace looking like the Village People and all that. Y'all was getting off on that in the 90s. I know what y'all, I'm going to give y'all what y'all want. Y'all like the way he had Jodeci in them baggy leather suits, crying with them veins popping out their neck, singing to them hood rats. I know what y'all want to see. We going to get to all of that. Bunch of niggas dancing like Bojangles with holes with their booties hanging out the back of their shorts. That's more entertaining than your ass paying extra for rent, extra for food. And you know what tripped me out, man? They was ripping to what's her name? Kamala Harris. They was ripping her neck apart, talking about the eggs is expensive. And she trying to fix the eggs and all that. Old boy getting office, Now everything more expensive. The eggs is the least of your problem. The chicken wings don't went through the roof. The oxtails cost $50 a oxtail. They should have, you know what, man? I want to apologize to Miss Kamala Harris and all that. Since we being political, I want to apologize to Miss Kamala Harris. Cause she had them hoochies up there during her campaign. She figure America is so damn slow that the only way they gonna listen is if Sexy Red twerk her booty up your nose. And when that backfired, everything went to hell, man. It probably was time for us to have a female president. Breast milk, they would have replaced all the cow milk with breast milk and all. It would have been way cheaper. They was talking about they was gonna do more abortions and shit. It's a lot of men out here that got babies on the way wishing that Kamala Harris was in office, y'all. Now people can't even get rid of the baby they don't want. And I ain't saying that's right or that's wrong. But with this Diddy trial about to be happening, it's people wondering, is this going to lower the taxes in any type of way? People starting to wake up. Where is Diddy? We want to see his face, man. When that trial start, people need to be down there with picket signs saying, show his face, show his face, show his face. The hell with all this BS news, man. Show his face, show his face. People need to demand the news to show us Diddy. Since we supposed to give a fuck about this man. And with this news about Jennifer Lopez and Cassie going up there to testify against him, what about the sisters he was involved with? How come they ain't frontlining and premiering the testification? It seemed to me like they don't give a damn about none of the sisters he was dealing with. What about Dawn Richardson? What her testimony ain't worth for shit. Look at this. She got complaints. She crying about Diddy. She said he did her dirty. Why they ain't frontlining her in the trial? People don't care about her sympathy. They trying to Sandra Bland all of the black victims that had something to do with Diddy. They make it seem like he been working with Latinos his whole career. This nigga ain't Fat Joe. And shout out to my Latin people out there. What about Dawn Rich? What about Kim Porter? Why they ain't got that front line in the Diddy trial? They don't sweep that under the rug. They want to know what Cassie got to say and how Jennifer Lopez feel about this, man. It's fucked up. Look at this. J-Lo faces, man, this Hennessy is kicking my ass. J-Lo, yo, get them goofy, get that comment off the screen, man. Got the shit looking all goofy. We trying no. Hold on, y'all. Oh no. The internet bad. Oh my God, yo. The internet. Yo, can y'all hear me out there, man? Because I don't think they could even hear me, yo. The internet. Oh no. The whole shit. The internet. Oh no, this shit ain't working. Yo, can y'all hear me out there? Oh no. We gonna have to put this on there, man.
Face off in the biggest trial of his life, from those freak offs to those RICO charges. There's a lot going on in this case, and a lot of witnesses who will also be taking the stand. But here to break down the very latest, I want to bring into the conversation legal analyst Nina
Hold on,
Ramani.
yo, can y'all hear me out there, man? The internet shut off on me, yo. Can y'all hear me? Cause I'm sweating and shit, man. The internet, I had to climb the ladder. It's raining outside, man. And ain't nobody hit the Cash App. I almost got a lightning bolt went past my head. Can y'all hear me out there? Cause the shit bootleg, man. Oh, goddamn. Let me take off these rain boots. I don't know where y'all living at, but that really scared me, man. I think it's about time I do some repenting, because I was talking mad shit about Diddy before all that happened, man. And you know what? I think that I need to take this time to just repent. I ain't never experienced nothing like that in my life, man. The internet went out. I fell coming up the stairs and shit. I do apologize for the bootlegism of the stream, man, but they say that nigga Diddy a witch. And they said he be listening too, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he got it out for everybody that's exposing this trial. Because I know I said some things about him. And there's a bunch of people out there that's afraid to speak about Diddy because weird shit be happening to them. And I can attest to that. I don't witness it, man. We live in some dangerous times. And you know, Jennifer Lopez, she be on that shit too. Cassie, all them people in Hollywood, they wicked. There's some evil people out there. And for the fans to be speaking on these celebrities like that and y'all not knowing who y'all dealing with. This an American horror story. This dude Diddy ain't to be played with, man. So I'm gonna give y'all the news, but I'm gonna tread lightly with this because you just never know what these people got lined up, man. So I'm a little spooked. I ain't gonna front, you know, because I ain't never had to climb no ladder in the rain to fix no internet. Because my shit, I got AT&T, man. I ain't never experienced. I'm over here shaking it. Let me calm down for a second. I'm trembling and shit. Because this some spooky business. I ain't never experienced nothing like this in my life. It's like I seen my life flash before my eyes. I seen the daycare when I was a kid. I seen the McDonald's I used to go to, the Happy Meals, all that shit, man. So I'm gonna just give y'all the news and I'm about to get out of here, yo. Jennifer, I'm trembling, man. I'm shaking and shit. Let me calm down. Pray for me, yo. Oh my God, man, sound like the internet gonna go out again. Somebody hit that Cash App. Y'all hear that? Bad boy. Y'all hear that shit? Come out and play. Oh, hell no, yo. Yo, let me hurry up and get y'all this news. Because church don't open till 8 p.m. in the morning. What time? Shit, I got a whole 12 hours. I'm going to just get y'all this news and get out of here, man. Jennifer Lopez being dragged into ex-John Diddy Combs' high-profile sex trafficking trial as prosecutors seek to use evidence in the infamous 1999 club shooting that led to both of the stars being so they both got arrested at the same time. The singer then boyfriend Diddy were at the club in Manhattan on December 27, 1999 when gunfire broke out in the venue. The music mogul was accused of firing a gun in a shootout that left 3 people injured, including Natalia Rubin, who was struck in the face but miraculously survived. Do y'all remember this shit? I got the bubble guts. I ain't gonna be. Basically, oh my God, man, I'm over here shaking this shit. Have you ever seen a giraffe in America hallucinating and shit, man? It's some weird stuff. You got to be careful when you talking about these celebrities like that, because you don't know what they into. They said Jennifer Lopez related to Carlos Santana. And you know all them psychedelics and shit he was into. Ain't no telling what they've got going on for real. There's been accounts of Diddy being a real life vampire. And that's something that they're going to be speaking about in the trial. And one of the reasons why they don't want nobody attending the trial unless you authorized to go in there, because it'd be creepy shit going on during the Diddy trial. One lady, she bought a mirror in the trial and pointed the mirror at Diddy, and nobody seen his reflection in the damn mirror. That's how crazy this stuff get. Look at this. Y'all ever seen that tattoo on Diddy back? He got some old Belieges but Jesus shit going on his back. You don't play with a person like this. I'm telling y'all, when that trial starts, it's going to be some changes going on in America, man. It's going to be people floating. It's bigger than Diddy. What they trying to do, they trying to lure everybody into this evil man and be consumed. But we don't already listen to his music. If you listen to Bad Boys backwards, I ain't talking about the Diddy song. I'm talking about the show on Cops. You could hear Kanye West snitching on everybody. That's if you play the shit backwards, man. They starting to explain a lot of things to the public that was never explained before, like Area 51. They about to be giving exclusive details on that. People didn't know about the UFOs in Africa. They different than the ones in America. They UFOs rustier than the bitch. That's why people coming over here to have a better experience, man. I'm hoping and praying that Jennifer Lopez get up there and at least let them people know exactly what Diddy did to her, because before she got with him, she was a great actor. She had a whole music career going on. She had a lot of things happen. When the last time you seen Jennifer Lopez do anything? She ain't got no twerk videos on. Do she even got an Instagram? Where her TikTok at? Jennifer Lopez ain't doing nothing with her life. But they trying to say that Jennifer Lopez traded in her image to be Cassie. Now that sounds ridiculous, but when you really do the math on this type of stuff and you put 2 and 2 together, you could see the resemblance. Look at this. There's people in churches that been speaking on this type of stuff on the pulpit when the pastor was using the bathroom and got kicked out of the church for mentioning that it's a possibility that there's doppelgangers in Hollywood. People didn't know that Eddie Murphy and Shannon Sharp and Wesley Snipes and Kevin Hart has been said to be the exact same person. You're going to have to open up your mind a little bit and see, because they've been fucking with that CERN portal and things is changing. Stuff that people didn't recognize before is things that people going to be recognizing after the Diddy trial, because it ain't got nothing to do with no sex. It ain't got nothing to do with no freak offs. People do that on a regular basis. Every Friday, Saturday night, is somebody out there freaking off and don't nobody give a damn. Somebody getting their booty cheese blown out right now. You think that's going to make the front page of the news? Hell no. Because if Diddy in jail for doing what he doing, Your mother need to be in jail for conceiving your ass. Your father need to be in jail for running up in your mother. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all gotta wake up. This is what's really happening out here, man. Y'all need to be concerned about CERN because they opening up different portals and different dimensions. Every other city I go, every other video, I see the same hole. That's because there's parallel universes. They was trying to tell y'all that in the Marvel movies. These portals is happening. And I know for a fact, when the whole world concerned about what happened on the Diddy trial and all that type of stuff, they're going to be putting AAA batteries in this machine trying to get this thing fired up. And you might wake up in the morning with a tail. And I ain't talking about a ponytail or a shag in the back. I ain't talking about what you put in your head after you get them bundles put in and all that. I'm talking about a horse's tail. Some of y'all fat asses gonna wake up with a pigtail messing around with this stuff. Now there's news that's been happening that haven't been making it to the mainstream. Look at this. This was can y'all even see what I'm talking about? Top marks for CERN in 2025 European Physical Society Awards. So they winning awards for doing this stuff. You see this type of stuff and you don't even know what it mean or what it do or what's the whole purpose of what they trying to do with this type of stuff. All I'm trying to let y'all know is that it's bigger than Diddy. My internet went out twice. I climbed the ladder, got struck, came back. Now I'm on some Albert Einstein shit. Hairdo looking like I'm on some Don King shit. Y'all I ain't about to be here all night, man. I'm sneezing. I got these rain boots on. Feel like I got puddles in my shoes. Trying to get y'all this news about Diddy. Matter of fact, let me I'm about to go wash up real quick. Y'all listen at this. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on, go ahead. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. I'm about to go wash up real quick.
Sean Diddy Combs is about to face off in the biggest trial of his life, from those freak-offs to those RICO charges. There's a lot going on in this case, and a lot of witnesses who will also be taking the stand. But here to break down the very latest, I want to bring into the conversation legal analyst Nima Rahmani. Lima, thanks so much for being with us here on Night.
Yo, hold on, wait a minute. Yo, what's going on, homie? What's popping with you, fam?
Hey, what's going on, bruh?
Man, I'm trying to figure it out. It's a crazy day over here, man. What's going on with you?
Oh man, I'm in the cut like a Band-Aid, about to go pick my son up from work, but I just tapped in with you. Just making sure that you made it off, make sure you made it off the roof safely.
Man, it's been some crazy days going on around here. It seemed like the more and more people talk about Diddy and get concerned about Diddy, their life be falling apart. Is that the whole point? Do you think that's the reason why they pushing Diddy on people to make people forget about their real life?
Man, they pushing Diddy on everybody, bro, because I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Most of all them other celebrities, they had a part in that whole Diddy thing. It was basically like this. If me and you throwing a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, hey man, I can't do it at my house. We got to do it at your house. If we want to make sure everything pop off, we got to do it at your house. But I'm a chip in to make sure that this party happens. If that makes sense.
That make plenty of sense. You basically saying people go to his house to do what they want to do, but it ain't happening at their house.
At their house. They want to keep it away from their house.
Yeah, because it's not like he was partying by himself. They make it seem like he's the only one guilty in a party. That's like you playing a basketball game and you win the championship and don't nobody else get a ring.
Exactly. Yeah, they all got a part in it. They just trying to sneak their way up out of it. And Diddy's taking the ass end of it. Pause.
Yeah, but some things are normal in society. They make it seem like people just now started partying. Like it was like before Diddy, there was never a Hollywood party. Like they never got together and did anything as a collective. Like colleges don't have parties. Like people don't have parties for the kids and the proms and all that shit.
Bro, like it says in the Bible, there's nothing new under the sun, man. All this been going on way before. Just like that interview with the Usher on the what's that dude's name? Shit, what's that
Howard
white boy
Stern.
name? Howard Stern. The way Usher said, "Man, do you understand how it was in the '90s? Like there was no TikTok, there was no Instagram, there was none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was way more darker than what it is right now.
Oh man, but you know, if you wasn't in it, you just ain't know it. You know, if you wasn't a
Yeah,
part of it.
you didn't know it. Yeah.
But now everybody feel like they are part. People feel like they've been exposed to it because they heard about it on the news.
Facts.
And it's like you could hear about something, you could read about something, but if you haven't been there and you wasn't around them, all you can do is use your imagination. I think people letting their imaginations run wild with this thing. It could be bad, but not as bad as people making it seem.
Yeah, that part too. And it probably got worse because Diddy got away with it for so long. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he couldn't get touched. But as you know, as the TikToks and the Instagram and the social media so have you came out, it got worse for him to where he's like, damn, I can't do it like how I used to back in the day. It's so freely open. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then again, it might be a scapegoat for him to be like, it's okay, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's
You know,
it's all crazy, bro.
it is crazy, man. People, this is what really happened, man. I want people to listen to me. When reality TV started popping off, people became more interested in celebrities' personal lives than what they putting out there on the radio or in the movies. Back in the day, people ain't really care too much about what's going on in your personal life. They waiting for that album to come out or they waiting for the new movie to come out. Now people don't give a damn about your album. They don't care about your movie. They want to know what's going on in your personal life. So all of this done turned into reality TV.
Yeah. And another thing too, bro, is as it says in the Bible, what you do in the dark comes into the light. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's just like everything coming into the light, but then again, we don't know what's real or fake when everything comes to the light. Because now these days we're so used to AI controlling everything and whoopty whoop, this, that, and the other. If that makes sense.
Yeah, man. I always chalk it up to the box office is failing. There's movies. I don't know the last time I've been to the movies, and if I see a movie that I want to watch, I'll say, "Hey, it's gonna be on Netflix or Prime in a couple of weeks anyway. So what's the point in going?" This is the new currency. This is how the media is making
Yeah.
their money off of this type of news. So if they gotta sensationalize some shit just to get some clicks and views, they gonna do it all day, every day.
I know, man. You ain't lying, man. I used to make my money off the bootleg DVDs. I can't even do that no more. It's just boring now. You know what I'm saying?
It's boring, man. People don't have time to sit. I mean, you really gotta plan out the time to sit and watch a movie. Unless
Yeah,
you
and you
just
know
ain't got
what?
Mhm.
But you know what? I do it sometimes with my kids and my wife. You feel me? Just to get out the house and just because I grew up in the '80s, bro. So you know that it's just like a tradition to do that. But the movies that's been coming out been straight garbage.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
don't
like,
seen it already.
yeah, we done seen it. It's just it's boo boo with no toilet paper. So
That's a fact, man. That is a
yeah,
fact. You know, a lot of times I think about the state of what's going on with African Americans, black people in America and where we at and how we got to this point. There's like I say a lot of times, we don't experience 30 years of Uncle Luke. Matter of fact, it's been 40 years of Luke. It been 40 years of NWA gangster rap. It been 30 years of matter of fact, I was looking at something. It's been what 15 years of Lil Uzi Vert. So he an OG, he old school now. So I remember our old school was Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass, James Brown. That was old school. Now the modern old school is Lil Uzi. That's where we at.
it's crazy. And look how time flies, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun, bro. It's just different times and different situations. It's the same shit, different toilet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think culturally we screwed, man. Because
Yeah,
culturally, you get on TikTok or whatever, and the food of the culture, the shit that they promote, the shit that people eat on a regular basis, the shit that people wear, the stuff that people listen to. I mean, it's really doomsday for black culture.
yeah. I think it's doomsday just for humanity, period, bro. And until we find what God wants to, do in our life, bro. I'm telling you, because once when I go, bro, I'm going by myself, but I'm gonna meet my maker. So
Mm,
what is it that we are doing right now to benefit the kingdom of heaven, bro? Like that's the real main thing at the end of the story, bro.
mhm.
I'm telling you. And that's a scary thought to think about, bro.
Damn, man. And people don't want to think about that. That's why you got so many distractions because of what you just said, man. One day you're gonna have to meet your maker, and people don't want to live up or even face themselves or even what's the word? Be held accountable for the way that they
Be
live in.
facts. That's facts, bro. And there's every individual in this world is gonna have an encounter with the most high God one day while we are in the flesh and in the body. But the spiritual realm, we're going to leave this flesh one day, man. And what everything that we are doing right now, how is that going to benefit to where we're going if we just spend our time not gaining knowledge and 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 just trying to wake one another up because the world is putting us to sleep.
That's so real, man. The world putting us to sleep, we putting ourselves to sleep, and you know damn, man, I ain't have a conversation like this in a long time. The Hennessy kicking my ass, but we so pampered in society now to where we have so much access to so many different things that really take away a lot of the purpose of life. People feel like they've been fulfilled because the Uber Eats came or the DoorDash came. People find fulfillment in so many different things that people forget about God.
Facts. And that's the world, bro. And what's the best way for the deceiver to hide is in plain sight.
Mm,
So for him to do, like I'm telling you, man, the world is rockabye baby in us. It's putting us to sleep. I remember back in the days, I used to cry because I had to go in the house. I wanted to be
mm,
outside,
mm,
drinking water from the water hose. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Like things like that, bro. Like that's not happening these days. All these kids want to be in the house, stuck on their video games, letting their kids be raised by the tablets and whatnot. Like, bro, and you
Yo,
wonder why all these kids got diabetes and whatnot.
you know, in the 80s and the early 90s, when they was pushing this the hip hop era on us and everything, we thought it was fun, we thought it was cool and stuff. But when you think of, they was calling themselves MCs, so that stand for master of ceremonies. They been on some high society. You been had people that was a part of a program since the beginning of it, man. It's been just like with crack.
Yeah,
Like it all came around
yeah,
the same time, man. So it's like we just now seeing the after effects of it. And a lot of the pioneers of hip hop, they was put in position to be sellouts of our culture.
yeah, and that's the part, bro. Another thing is us as humans, we like the deceiver can't lie to us and not tell us the truth.
Mhm.
He can deceive us and tell us the truth, but we're so much in being deceived that we can't recognize the truth. So
Yeah.
everything like this has to come out, bro. So the secret society and things like that, it can't no longer be a secret later on. It has to come out. It has to. But that's how you hide in plain sight.
And I'm so glad you said that, man, because a lot of people, they see the devil when they look in the mirror and don't even realize that they staring dead at the devil, man. They looking for somebody on the outside to blame or some monster somewhere. But the truth of the matter is, everybody they own worst enemy. Whatever trick being played on you, you playing it on yourself. Whatever you bring in towards you that's negative, you bringing it towards yourself, man. But the problem is people don't want to hold themselves accountable. And people don't want to deal with themselves initially. And that's the reason why you got so much madness going on in the world. Because people want to point the finger everywhere else except for at themselves.
And that's facts, man. It says in the Bible to confess your sins one to another. And that's confessing your sins is making yourself accountable. Nobody made you do it. We all got free will. Like if the devil is out here portraying, like going against us and tricking us and doing things like that, yeah, he is, but we chose to fall for that temptation. So that's us. We made a choice. And me being a father, I can't see myself giving let's say my 2-year-old daughter free will to go out and do whatever she wants to do. But God gave us free will.
What the hell? Sound like the man.
That's hold on, my bad. Hello?
Hold on, that's his baby mama calling. I thought that was his wife calling. What the hell? Yo, what happened to his stream, man? His shit bootleg. What the hell happened with his? Yo, I don't know what happened with his stream, man, but he was kicking some real stuff. And you know what? The Lord had that brother call in, man. And I'm blessed that he called, y'all. Because I was over here nervous and shaking. It's lightning. This Diddy trial gonna be something serious. It's something crazy going on out here, man. And we not knowing what's coming, but it's coming. I know y'all scared and y'all don't want to talk about it, but goddamn. Y'all get ready. Let me double check and make sure when the Diddy trial start. I gotta make sure I got some holy water for this motherfucker. Diddy trial start date. Cause it's gonna be apocalyptic. I can already feel it in my bones, yo. Hold on, let me get this up here so we can all see when this is. I am paranoid. This might be the last Diddy video I do for a long time, man, because the energy this man have is very demonic. You got people calling up, speaking on the Lord and all that. That's how you know something ain't right. A guide to the Sean Diddy. When is it happening? The start date. The jury selection for the trial will begin on May 5th. That's on Monday. Where opening statements anticipated to begin May 12th. The trial is expected to take several weeks. Man, y'all get the whole summer gonna be Diddy. And what they got going on behind the scenes. What they gonna be doing while we Diddying it up. What's really gonna be happening out there, man? Y'all brace yourself. You gonna go to the grocery store and that shit you like to eat gonna be $25. A bag of Doritos gonna be $25, man. For a bag of chips. Hold on, the homie came back. Wait a minute. Yo, let me see if I can get him on the screen. Yo, tell 49ers to call back. A bag of chips. They already, matter of fact, let me double check this real quick, man, because I ain't tripping. The other day I went in the store and a bag of chips was down there $10. Hold on, price of chips. Trying to tell y'all, man, y'all get ready. Potato chip prices are soaring due to an unexpected factor. It's not sustainable. Can't even afford to get your snack on no more. That's what's happening. While people worried about Diddy, by the end of 2024, it was $6.32 for a bag of chips. I remember back when they was $1 a bag. 50 cents for a bag of chips. Now you gotta pay $6. That's enough money for a dinner. before you get a bag of chips, you might as well pull into that drive-thru. You might as well go to Wendy's instead of getting a bag of chips. Might say, I just paid $32 for a corn. She paid $32 for a corned beef sandwich, y'all. Corned beef out the can. $32. He said, my bad. His brother was calling him. Yo, 49ers for lifers, man. We appreciate you, brother. Calling in and preaching that gospel, man. That's what we needed to hear. They gonna Diddy us to death. They gonna Diddy us until the end of time. The charges Combs is facing 5 counts total. Yo, the electricity about to go back out. I'm about to end this stream. How long I been on here? That's long enough. We gonna be back when it ain't raining. Cause that, man, I'm paranoid as hell. Take me a bath in some holy water. Yo, y'all be good out there. We gonna be back next time. I'm about to get the fuck